Unit 5, IT Green Skills. Introduction. Our planet is greatly impacted by our actions and lifestyle in more than one way, and it doesn't stop here. Even the people themselves are not spared to be influenced by their own actions and lifestyles. Over the years, with economic development, there has been an increase in environmental pollution. For example, with the introduction of high-input agriculture, we can grow more food by using fertilizers, pesticides, and hybrid crops. But it has to lead to soil and environmental degradation. The rate at which we are harming our environment, it seems we won't be able to leave a habitable and clean planet for future generations. The solution to such problems is not that technological advancements and development in other forms should slow down. Instead, it should be how we can act responsibly and perform our actions judiciously. We need to plan the use of resources in a sustainable manner so that our future generations, including ourselves, can enjoy a good environment. What is sustainable development? Collins English Dictionary defines sustainable development as economic development that is capable of being maintained at a steady level without exhausting natural resources or causing severe ecological damage. There are many definitions prevalent today for sustainability and sustainable development. Sustainable development was a solution to the problems of environmental degradation discussed by the Brundtland Commission in the 1987 report, Our Common Future. It states that sustainable development is the development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Sustainable development satisfies the needs of the present without compromising the capacity of future generations, guaranteeing balance between economic growth, care for the environment, and social well-being. Sustainable development, in other words, focuses on a long-term, integrated approach to developing healthy, social, and economically viable society. The aim is to inculcate the value of self-resistance amongst the people, to save natural resources for everyone to utilize judiciously while still ensuring their availability for future generations. Importance of sustainable development. We now know that sustainable development focuses on saving the planet along with the social and economic development of the society for the present and future generations to come. The importance of sustainable development lies in the fact that following points suggest the reason why having a sustainable development is important. Resources won't run out. Sustainable development ensures we use resources wisely so that they may last for future generations. Nature stays healthy. It protects our air, water, and habitats, keeping them safe for all living things. People save money. By using less energy and creating less waste, sustainable development can help us cut costs. Everyone gets a fair share. It promotes fairness, making sure everyone has access to resources and opportunities. Climate change is tackled by using cleaner energy and protecting our forests. Sustainable development helps us fight the harmful effects of climate change. We live healthier lives. It reduces pollution, giving us clean air and water, good food, and green spaces to enjoy. We are prepared for problems. Sustainable development helps us be ready for challenges like natural disasters, financial troubles, or health crisis. Cooperation is encouraged. It promotes working together among countries and people to solve big problems. The future is considered. Sustainable development is about making sure our kids and grandkids can have a good life too. Life gets better for everyone. It aims to improve everyone's life with a clean environment, good jobs, and a fair society. These reasons highlight the importance of sustainable development in ensuring a balanced and respectful relationship with nature, promoting social and economic well-being, and building a better future for all. Need for sustainable development. 1 million species on track for extinction. Overexploitation of natural resources. The decline of more than 60% of the world's marine fisheries. Increase in atmospheric temperature and extreme weather events. Climate change. Rising sea levels. Extinction threat to small island nations due to climate change. Scarcity of resources. Food production needs to double over the next 40 years at a time when almost 23% of the world's agricultural land has been degraded. Nearly 2/3 of the world's population will be living in water-scarce or water-stressed areas by 2025. Problems related to sustainable development. There are 3 major problems related to sustainable development. Let us discuss them. Food. As we are using up more and more land for designing concrete jungles, we are reducing the land for the cultivation of crops. Soil nutrients are also getting depleted due to pollution from industries, overgrazing of land, etc. Overpopulation is another threat to the shortage of food all across the world. Water. All of us use clean water from water bodies for our purpose, but many of us dump garbage and release toxic substances into these bodies, and after several years, there will be no fresh water. Fuel. Forests are cut down for fuel, leaving barren land where soil erosion will lead to soil degradation and a drastic change in climate conditions. An increase in the consumption of oil and natural gas has led to an increase in level of carbon dioxide, causing a change in the climate conditions. We are using a lot of wood from trees for the construction of homes and furniture. Extreme weather conditions such as floods, extreme cold or heat are seen in many places, which affect the people living there. An environmentally friendly way for the production of power is using solar energy or energy from the sun, which is unlimited. One major example of large-scale production of solar power is seen in Charanka, Gujarat Solar Park. This barren land with wild vegetation has a mega solar power plant of 600 megawatt. This has reduced the dependence on non-renewable fossil fuels in Gujarat. The people of Charanka have benefited as they have good source of income, and this will also help future generations in the next 40 to 50 years. Sustainable development includes reducing excessive use of resources and enhancing resource conservation, recycling and reuse of waste materials, scientific management of renewable resources, especially bioresources, planting more trees, green grassy patches and trees to be interspersed between concrete buildings, using more environment-friendly material or biodegradable materials, and use of technologies which are environmentally friendly and based on efficient use of resources. Goals of Sustainable Development. The Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, are a collection of 17 global goals set by the United Nations General Assembly in 2015, adopted the 2030 Agenda. Building on the principle of leaving no one behind, the new agenda emphasizes a holistic approach to achieving sustainable development for all. These goals are interconnected and are designed to balance the 3 dimensions of sustainable development: the economic, social, and environmental. Here are the most important goals of sustainable development. Goal 1. No poverty. This goal aims at eradicating extreme poverty from across the world and reducing it by at least half the proportion of men, women, and children. Goal 2. Zero hunger. The aim is to create a world free of hunger and prevent diseases and deaths caused by malnutrition. Goal 3. Good health and well-being. This goal aims at eradicating extreme poverty from across the world and reducing it by at least half the proportion of men, women and children. Goal 4. Quality education. This goal aims to ensure that students have access to free primary and secondary education and affordable higher and technical education. Goal 5. Gender equality. The aim is to give equal political, economic and social equality for women, thereby creating more opportunities. Goal 6. Clean water and sanitization. This goal aims to provide clean water to population across the globe so that they can have better sanitary conditions. Goal 7. Affordable and clean energy. It helps in energy efficiency and increases the use of renewables for climate change mitigation and disaster risk reduction. Goal 8. Decent work and economic growth. The national circumstances sustain per capita economic growth. Least developed countries should have at least 7% gross domestic product growth per annum. The aim is to create ample decent work to fuel economic growth. Goal 9. Industry, innovation and infrastructure. This goal aims at developing reliable, sustainable and resilient infrastructure to support economic development and social well-being. Goal 10. Reduce inequality. The aim is to reduce inequalities so that everyone can get an equal chance and collectively achieve sustainable development goals. Goal 11. Sustainable cities and communities. Ensuring everyone has access to affordable housing conditions and transportation. The aim is to allow sustainable human settlement planning across the world. Goal 12. Sustainable consumption and production. It involves decoupling economic growth from environmental degradation, promoting sustainable lifestyles, and increasing resource efficiency. Goal 13. Climate change. The aim is to combat climate change and its impact on saving lives. The aim is to reduce global greenhouse gas emissions by 43% by 2030 and net zero by 2050. Goal 14. Life below water. This goal focuses on protecting life underwater by eliminating pollution, overfishing and illegal fishing practices to achieve healthy and productive oceans. Goal 15. Life on land. The aim is to protect, restore and promote the sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, combat desertification and reverse land degradation. It is important to take care of the ecosystem since these provide raw materials and ecosystem services. Goal 16. Peace, justice and strong institutions. Conflict, weak institutions and limited access pose a threat to sustainable development. It is, therefore, important to promote peace and facilitate inclusive societies. Goal 17. Partnerships for the goals. Government, society, private sectors, UN and civil society must act as global partners to achieve each goal of sustainable development. Challenges in sustainable development. To achieve sustainability, the next generation needs to come as one. This is the biggest challenge in realizing this goal because of the following reasons. 1. A large population in major parts of the world is living an underprivileged life and is excluded. Managing daily meals is a challenge for them. Under such circumstances, expecting an alteration in their mindset or behavior is not easy. 2. A huge population in the world's economy is unemployed. Any means of earning, whether sustainable or not, is their ray of hope. 3. With the existing issues of climate change, a number of species have gone extinct and many are on the verge of extinction. Under such circumstances, striking a balance in the food chain is a big responsibility. 4. The market all over the world is trying to capture as many resources as possible to maximize their profit. In pursuit of maximizing profit, they overuse and exploit the resources. 5. In the time of the nuclear race, where every developing country is trying its hand to become a developed nation. Ensuring world peace is a global challenge. 6. It is the responsibility of every country to ensure having a foolproof policy for sustainable development. The challenge remains that many are simply leaving loose ends in the execution of policies. 7. Last but not least, while it is the responsibility and accountability of every individual to promote sustainable development, there is a huge world population that is simply insensitive towards its needs. Sustainable Development Initiatives in India. India follows a holistic approach towards its 2030 Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs) by launching various schemes. Since 2015, the Government of India has started many policies at the central level and state level in the direction of achieving SDGs. Some of these are Swachh Bharat Mission, Beti Bachao Beti Padhao, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, Smart Cities, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. NITI, National Institution for Transforming India, Ayog, was given the task of coordinating SDGs in India. The Government of India, in collaboration with various NGOs and non-government organizations, aims to save water by recycling and reusing it through rainwater harvesting. When plastics were banned by the Municipal Corporation of Mangalore, an innovator and entrepreneur, Mr. Ashwath Hegde, found an eco-friendly alternative. He made a 100% biodegradable bag that can dissolve in hot water and decompose in a natural environment. This is now being used in many countries and is going to help the environment. The Namami Ganga Mission, a policy towards achieving SDG. It was launched to include sewerage project management, urban and rural sanitation, tackling industrial pollution, water use efficiency and quality improvement, ecosystem conservation, and Clean Ganga Fund. The Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation has built key indicators to monitor the implementation of SDGs. States are also advised to work on similar grounds in planning, implementing, developing, and monitoring the state-sponsored schemes in support of SDGs. Organic farming is encouraged by the Government of India. Many private sectors are now coming forward to help farmers grow crops using cow dung and avoid chemical pesticides and fertilizers to increase their production. This is a true example of sustainable development. Narayana Pisapeti made edible spoons from the dough of wheat, jowar and rice powder. These spoons can be eaten, and even if they are not eaten, they will easily decompose in the soil, enriching it. Rashtriya Kamdhenu Ayog (RKA) has been constituted by the government for the conservation, protection and development of cows and their progeny. They created Diwali diyas from cow dung as an initiative towards SDG. Sustainable Development Initiatives. When plastics were banned by the Municipal Corporation of Mangalore, an innovator and entrepreneur, Mr. Ashwath Hegde, found an eco-friendly alternative. He made a 100% biodegradable bag that can dissolve in hot water and decompose in the natural environment. This is now being used in many countries and is going to help the environment. Another innovative idea was to stop the use of plastic spoons, forks, etc. Narayana Pisapati made edible cutlery made out of grain. These spoons can be eaten, and even if they are not eaten, they will easily decompose in the soil, enriching it. Sustainable processes. Some practices such as organic farming, vermicomposting, and rainwater harvesting are being used to help preserve the environment. Organic farming is where farmers do not use chemical pesticides and fertilizers to increase their production. They use organic and natural fertilizers such as cow dung to help in growing crops. This helps in better quality chemical-free crops while at the same time maintaining the soil quality for future use. This is a true example of sustainable development where we are not only using the Earth's resources but are also preserving them for future generations. Our role in sustainable development. Sustainable development can actually happen only when each one of us works towards it. We have to become responsible environmental citizens who can protect the environment through our own efforts. Below are some of the efforts required by the people to help attain these Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, by the year 2030. Affordable and clean energy. Using solar power, that is power generated using the sun, does not cause pollution as it does not require the burning of non-renewable fuels such as coal. We are making efforts to increase solar power generation so that our electricity needs are met and at the same time we do not pollute the environment. Quality education. Education gives you knowledge related to many things that you come across in your daily life. Quality education will provide a strong foundation for financial security. This will improve their standard of living and will give them a way to move out of poverty. It will enlighten the youth to contribute in all possible ways to the social and economic development of their community, which is another important factor in fulfilling many other related sustainable developmental goals. Clean water and sanitation. We must make efforts to make India free of open defecation by building toilets and creating awareness of sanitation. Sustainable cities and communities. Creating sustainable cities, we can save energy by switching off lights and fans when not in use. Use natural light as much as possible. Use energy-efficient lights, LED bulbs, and appliances. For our societies and countries to prosper at present and in future, we all need to have cleaner, greener, and modern sustainable cities. Reduced inequalities. Inequalities based on income, sex, age, disability, race, religion, and opportunity will slow down the process of social and economic development of the society. Greater efforts at all levels are needed to educate people, which in turn will reduce inequality, poverty, and hunger. Decent work and economic growth. We can study and find good jobs to take care of ourselves and our families. Work hard and contribute to society. Learn and develop skills so that we can add value to our community. Protect life below water. Tons of plastics are found in the sea, which is killing marine life. Protecting marine life and saving our oceans from pollution is necessary to preserve the marine life. Protect life on land. Stopping the cutting of trees and forests and degradation, fragmentation, and overgrazing will help preserve and restore terrestrial ecosystems such as forests, wetlands, grasslands, dry lands, and mountains. Cutting trees is leading to soil erosion and making land dry and unusable for cultivation. Responsible consumers and producers. We can become responsible for our own environment by reusing paper, glass, plastic, water, etc., taking cloth bags to the market, carrying fruits and vegetables. Donate things we do not use such as clothes, books, furniture, food, etc. Buy and eat seasonal fruits and vegetables from local growers. Repair leaking taps and pipes to avoid wasting water. Sort and treat garbage before disposing. In summary, sustainable development satisfies the needs of the present without compromising the capacity of future generations, guaranteeing the balance between economic growth, care for the environment, and social well-being. Sustainable development makes us aware of the sensible consumption of our natural resources by reducing, recycling, and reusing our available resources. Forests are cut down for fuel, leaving barren land where soil erosion will lead to soil degradation and a drastic change in climate conditions. The Namami Gange mission, a policy towards achieving SDG, was launched to include sewerage project management, urban and rural sanitation, tackling industrial pollution, water use efficiency and quality improvement, ecosystem conservation, and Clean Ganga Fund. Organic farming is where farmers do not use chemical pesticides and fertilizers to increase their production. Education gives you knowledge related to many things that you come across in your daily life. Cutting trees is leading to soil erosion and making land dry and unusable for cultivation. We can become responsible for our own environment by reusing paper, glass, plastic, water, etc., taking cloth bags to the market carrying fruits and vegetables.